Hello and welcome to another Overlord lore video, and today I will take a look at 3, at least in my opinion, really awesome weapons of Ainz Ooal Gown and the Great Tomb of Nazarick. But before we're going to take a closer look at any of these, let me quickly thank my Patreons for supporting this channel, and say thanks to all users of the YouTube thanks function for making one-time donations. And with that said, let's dive into the topic at hand. And let's start with the first item, or rather the first two of them, the two god-slaying swords crafted by warrior Takemi Kazushi. The first of these swords, his so-called god-slaying emperor blade, was his main weapon. An impressive and very rare blade, even for a level 100 player, and it can cut through anything it touches. This mighty weapon, which is also of the highest level of item, the Divine, found its way into the hands of Kokutus as a parting gift. The NPC personally created by Takemi Kazushi inherited this weapon from him. When he left the guild after Touch Me, his main rival had also left the guild shortly before. And this special sword is only used by Kokutus when facing an absolutely worthy opponent. This can naturally be only an absolutely strong and extraordinarily powerful or worthy adversary. For example, if Platinum Dragonlord were to send his true body into battle against Kokutus, we can be fairly certain that Kokutus would draw this weapon. But opponents distinguished by a special warrior spirit, dedication and determination are also honored by him through the use of this most valuable and cherished of weapons. For example, Sarayusu Shasha, who was ready to part with his life to defend his village and the Lizardman tribes, was slain by the god-slaying Emperor Blade before being resurrected by Ainz Ooal Gown. Brain Anglaus was also honored by Kokutus through the use of this blade and by making a small detour out of respect for his warrior's heart before continuing his advance to the palace. The second of these divine swords is normally located in the deepest level of the treasury vault of the Great Tomb of Nazarick. However, it was used in the battle against Shaltir Bloodfallen, the Takemi Kazushi Mark 8. And as the name suggests, this sword was the 8th of its kind, and it was specially designed for one-on-one warrior battles. More precisely, it was Takemi Kazushi's 8th attempt to defeat Touch Me with a sword specifically designed to counter his character build. And I personally think we might see this special blade again, because in many Japanese video games, with the explicit exception of Pokémon, dragons have an explicit weakness to lightning magic. And Takemi Kazushi Mark 8 has a lightning probability. So if there were to be a rematch between Platinum Dragonlord and let's say a mana-less Ainz Ooal Gown in perfect warrior mode, Ainz might indeed resort to this weapon and attempt to vanquish Platinum without using any spells. And it would be especially cool if he did that as Momon the Adventurer. The next weapon I find quite impressive and worth mentioning is the sheer number of NPCs that lurk in the Great Tomb in the form of summoning scrolls in the Great Library of Ashurbanipal. Even with all the gold stored in the treasury vault of the Great Tomb of Nazarick, Ainz Ooal Gown can only unleash 1/5 of all of these NPC monsters. This means that even if a new guild would appear in the new world, Ainz is almost certainly guaranteed numerical superiority in any, but especially in a defensive battle. Ainz Ooal Gown could probably increase the number of NPCs tenfold or something similar by using his gold reserves. And I hope we will get to see more of these summons than just the Hanzos, or similar summons in the future. The next of Nazarick's overwhelmingly powerful weapons are the world items, and I want to highlight two in particular, even though we know nothing about them. Like all world items, these two will protect their bearers from the power of other world items and of course dragon or rather wild magic. However, these two are even more powerful than Ainz Ooal Gown's Red Orb or Downfall of Castle and Country, the mind-controlling world item of the Theocracy of Slain, because they are 2 of the 20, and these 20 strongest world items, which are much more powerful than even the remaining 180 world-class items, have such strength and such a great effect on the wider world that they can only be used once to achieve a truly powerful effect. For example, Ouroboros, or 7 Colors Undivided, can be used to permanently alter the world and the magic system, and perhaps, since Platinum knows that players sometimes carry 2 world items with them, it is possible that the Theocracy of Slain or the 6 players who founded the state 600 years ago may have had another world item besides the mind control world class item Downfall of Castle and Country with them, and this very world class item could have then been used to bring the tier magic from the game Yggdrasil online, as well as all the other general gameplay associated mechanics into the new world. This could also be the reason why the original magic of the dragons is now distorted and harder to use, simply because one of the 20 items was used to change the very magic system. And yes, these 20 world items are all so powerful that they can even counter other world items and break right through the protection they offer. As mentioned, they are created in such a way that they can only be used once. They are the ultima ratio, the last resort of the Grey Tomb, and I hope we get to see them in action someday. And that's pretty much it. These are, in my opinions, 3 incredibly powerful items, or rather item categories, that are slumbering within the Great Tomb of Nezarec. And now it's your turn. Let me know your favorites, let me know your thoughts and ideas about my video, and with all of that said, I say thank you very much for watching, and special thanks to Arder Daddy Arder, ASK, Bad Guy Ye, Bad Burrito 316, Beezer, Ben C, Brandon D, Chrissy, Crowley 0221, Sia, Crystal Prime, Dead Slime, Death is Mercy, Deathless Dragonlord, Demon Xenomorph 1987, Devin Downen, Ding Dong, Dragonlord Placido Saxophone, Duckwagon, Dunkler Krieger, Dystopia, Dystopia II, Enigmatic Unicorn, Feral Shivan, Guy with That Hat, Hector Marino, Hoss, Huster, Jacob G, Jana B, Jason, J. Morris, Chromius, Kyle R, Lee K. Long, Legendarius, Lelouch Britannia Viffy Mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishikian Rai, Lord Touch Me, Loverazor, Mervek, Mr. Shoes, Mr. Tweaker, Michael R, Michael Y, Nope, Oh Hell No, Normal Toad, Okill, Overlord General Gasper, Paddy Pantum, Personage, Primus 11, Rhinomere, Q&A Caracos P, Shergox's Daddy, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrine Keeper, Super Tier Magic Batista Bomb, Supreme Cheese, Staris, Ted, Texas Deer, The Orc Warboss, Rocket Smasher, T.E. Wang, Vash Hawkeye, Vegito27, Venture Fanatic, Wilhelm, Xenokai, and Zonegon. Thanks guys. Anyway, have a nice day, and I hope to see you all again soon on my next video.